This edition of the Wrestle Cast is dedicated to the memory of my loving grandmother. This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
What's your name, ma'am?
Stacy.
Oh, Stacy. What do you do for a living, Stacy?
I work for a Christian publishing company.
If there's one thing I can't stand.
Listen up, slap nuts.
Sit down, dummy, I'm talking.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Oh, Randy!
He's fat! You f***ing numpty!
What are you laughing at, face? Shut your mouth.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninfinite.com, podomac.com, youtube.com, and wherever else you may find this fine audio recording live on RVT Entertainment's official twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty Jay, that is TWK.
There's 106 miles to Chicago, a full tank of gas, half pack of cigarettes. It's dark out, and we're wearing sunglasses.
Hit it. Oh, the context on this one. For those who follow Easy Rider, our good buddy over at RVT, he retweeted a video of a man trying to steal a model car in a mall set to the Blues Brothers tune. You know the one. T-Dub and I had a hearty laugh at that video.
So if that was a recent story, how long until it ends up on What the Fuck Is Wrong?
It'll be on Monday. Monday. It has to be on Monday.
Let's hope it's a recent story then, not just something old that someone found.
Jeez. One can hope, my friend. One can indeed hope. That is for sure. I should not be doing that. Anyway, hi. Behind the scenes stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Wrestling!
Yeah, let's do the wrestling. Let's do that. Lots of stuff happened. Clash of Champions happened. NXT made its way to USA. And Bork Laser showed up. We'll get to that. We will get to that pile of salt eventually. I used some of that salt for some fries I had for lunch today, as a matter of fact. Good salt, that salt. Anyway, still a big old pile. But beyond that, I mean, let's. I'm gonna put everything down. I'm working overtime hours this week. I'm actually on 50 of the 60 hours. I'm working tomorrow. And so if it feels like I want to rush this, I might be wanting to rush this so I could actually get some sleep. But
Hey, Matty, isn't tomorrow a Dragon Ball Super Marathon?
Oh, shit. So we don't get Toonami tomorrow.
I could.
Oh no! We're doing a catch-up-a-thon. our own little catch-up stream. We're going to be watching our own little catch-up call. We're going to finish up My Hero Academia. Starting at 10.
That's right. You guys haven't seen the.
No, we haven't seen because Toonami decided to move that fucker all the way to the dead zone, where most of us are too tired to stay up.
Yeah, thankfully for me, I already watched it all on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, that helps. That definitely helps. Anyway, so all I'm trying to say here, this whole thing, thing aside, I'm so tired I forgot the word. Anyway, aside, I guess you could say. I don't know. Alliteration, words. I can speak them barely. And Rico, Deku, wait, I have legs? Oh God, I can kick bitches. That is very true, Rico. That is very true. Anyway, back on point. Clash of Champions. I only watched 2 matches. You will know which ones I have watched, of course. Of course, I watched the pre-show as well because I was able to do so during my break. Believe me, it's 2 matches. I didn't have to do too much. That being said, I cannot give a full review. However, Tito did indeed watch the thing, so we will give it the proper treatment. But I did not use anything from Clash of Champions as clip of the week. Because it would not be fair for me to put a clip of something I didn't watch.
No, the marathon's next week.
I'm still getting beer and chips on the way home. Believe me, or at the very least, supper and beer. I don't know what I'm getting for supper yet, but there will be booze, as I have Sunday off, and I intend on enjoying that Sunday off as soon as I get home on a Saturday night. Anyway, we are stretching this more than it should be, man. We should be getting to the
Matty,
stuff.
what is our clip leading us into Clash of Champions?
Well, I kept it simple. There's a thing that happened on Wednesday. Some of you missed it, obviously, but not everyone. You might have heard of it. NXT finally made its way to USA. Yes, I will say that again because I think it's a good rhyme. And it started with a little something like this. Take a listen.
There are moments in life when everything changes in the blink of an eye. Tonight, don't blink. Tonight, we will show you that we are not just the future, we are the now. There is something special in the atmosphere here. This is passion. This is pride. Groundbreaking, defiant, undisputed, and damn sure unapologetic. We are not your kind. We are here. We are live. RNXT. Let us show you.
Wednesday nights are never going to be the same. From a fired up NXT arena on the campus of Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, NXT is LIVE on USA.
The first shot in the Wednesday Night Wars, if you want to call it that. I don't.
Politicians have themselves to blame. They only wanted the war.
Timed it almost perfectly there.
Love
About a second early, but still, that'll work. That dog will hunt, boy. That is for sure. So yeah, that indeed happened. Wednesday, I did watch. I actually got to watch both hours. Thank God. I could not watch the first hour because I was on my way home, so I caught up a little bit. Watched the second hour as well. Well, we can bring this up. Congratulations to Roderick Strong, new North American heavyweight champion. Boo! With apologies to Pete Dunne, he's going to be salty about that for the next couple of weeks. I'm sure.
Backbreaker. Hey.
We need Shin Tiger Curl for that. Anyway. But before we get to the rest of our story, we have some WWE pop-of-view business to take care of. Clash of Champions from the Spectrum in Charlotte, North Carolina, happened on the 15th of September. I could not watch the whole thing live because I was doing the TWK Riffs live, and attempts to try to catch it this week were thwarted by, well, life.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Everybody needs a second chance. Oh, I want a piece of your heart. Anyway. But I did catch the pre-show and some of the matches. Two of the matches specifically. I will get to those in a few minutes. We started with Drew Gulak defeating Humberto Carrillo and Lince Dorado for the Cruiserweight title. Great triple threat.
This was one hell of a way to start off the show. And And for this being the first time I've seen Humberto compete, I was very impressed by his athletic ability.
For what little I've seen of him as well, the thumb is up.
And of course, Lince was awesome. Drew was awesome. So this was just a fantastic match all around. Drew ended up retaining. Not surprised by that.
Hopefully, if Wednesday night is an indication, we're gonna get better matches coming real quick, like.
Oh hell yeah! And on network television, no less.
Oh yeah.
The world needs to see the amazingness that is Wonder Bread.
Play the PowerPoint presentation. Next up, amazingly enough, this was pre-show. AJ Styles, Cedric Alexander. Vince, go fuck yourself.
Not only was this pre-show, but the match did not start until 6:58 p.m.
This went 4:55.
Or 6:48, I should say. 6:48 p.m.
Yeah, So, thank you for reminding me, Wikipedia. I need to give Vince McMahon a fucking loser this week. Because this racist motherfucker wants to bury Cedric Alexander!
Yeah, I mean, they spent all the summer building this guy up to be a credible contender for the U.S. title, and then just less than 5 minutes loses to AJ Styles, and then reportedly gets absolutely clobbered on Raw.
Because Vince doesn't like Cedric Alexander.
I
don't know why Paul Heyman's building this fucker up if Vince doesn't fucking bury him. Fuck you!
That's just
straight up. I know. I don't care if it's on your list for later or not. Fuck you, Vinny.
I just don't understand, like, what the reasoning is after building him up so strongly for this past couple of months, and then just systematically
why drop it? Right? Why drop it on a goddamn dime? All of a sudden,
it's like, and we're pushing him, and it's
gone. No. I do not agree with this decision. But yeah, AJ
it's
Styles.
Not just a loss, it's a definitive loss that did not make him look good, especially with how short the match was.
Short match, beat down by the club on both Sunday and Monday. I'm sorry, this was supposed to accomplish what other than burying a promising talent? Cedric, go back to NXT. You'll be better treated there.
Oof. This is just, oh man, I just don't know what.
Matter of fact, take Chad Gable too. He deserves better. We'll get
Chad's
him on.
getting treated really well.
I give him 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
But looking at how he's been treated for the past month,
2 weeks, T-Dub. 2 fucking weeks. This is Vince McMahon we're talking about. 2 weeks.
Hey, according to sources, which I know can be dodgy, but apparently Vince is a big fan of Chad Gable at the moment. And if he can get Kurt Angle, agenting his matches, he's basically got a career in the bag.
2 weeks. 2 weeks will be Cedric Alexander. You watch. The pay-per-view is proper.
We got the Raw Tag Team titles.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
Rudolph.
Yeah. They took on Seth and Braun Strowman, and they won 940. New champs, Rudolph.
This was okay. That's all I can really say about it. It was just more than anything, just a means to an end.
Yeah. Rudolph are transitional champions.
It certainly feels that way, and we'll see who they'll lose it to.
Bayley took on Charlotte Flair and won her match. The time says 3:45. I suspect there were some shenanigans.
Yeah. At one point, Bayley was in the corner, cowering away from Charlotte, took the turnbuckle pad off the bottom post, and then launched Flair's head straight into it, and then pinned her for the win. And then ran away as fast as she could. She could not get out of the arena fast enough.
Oh, so what I saw on TV on Monday and Tuesday, that was the match. That was pretty much the gist of it. All right, I did not miss much. Okay.
It was kind of disappointing. I was hoping that we could get a bit more.
Yeah, because I'm looking at that time. I was like, you would think, right? SmackDown Tag Team titles went 10-15. The Revival took on Biggie and Xavier Woods. New champs, the Revival.
Yeah, this was basically the Revival beating the shit out of Xavier Woods for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Xavier because he's always the guy that gets the shit beat out of him out of the New Day. It's always
but he's got a successful YouTube channel.
He does. Just like Asuka.
Yeah.
Because that's basically all Asuka can do.
I got it, Sean. I think you're queuing on the YouTubes.
I love her editing.
She's got a knack for it.
Well, yeah,
she really does.
After spending, I would think after being a programmer at Nintendo, she would know a bit about technology.
Yeah. Anyway. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross retain their women's tag team titles against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. 9:05.
This is quite good, I would say. Bliss and Cross are officially over as the baby faces, and of course, Fire and Desire pretty good heels. So the dynamic worked in this match, and Cross seemed to be the most over person, to the surprise of no one, it seemed. And I'm happy to say they retained. And it'll be interesting to see who their next challengers will be, because the women's tag division isn't exactly flourishing, shall we say?
No, it's sitting on the shelf as per usual, just out for the ceremonial. Hey, girl, hey, women, we have things.
At the very least, this match was given a good amount of time.
That's for sure.
At least a decent amount.
I mean, compared to the SmackDown women's title, definitely.
Yeah, this went almost triple the amount of time that SmackDown women got.
Mm-hmm.
Which has obviously done more to further Bayley's heel turn, to really let people know how much of a heel she is now. She really is going full Kurt Angle.
You know what? If there's someone who can make the dorky heel work, it is Bayley.
Certainly seems to be.
It is Bayley.
I mean, she was calling herself a role model, and having the people boo her, so it fit.
Hey, it may be a Rocky Maivia to the Rock effect. You don't know. We don't know. It might be what she
Possibly.
needs. It might be what she needs. You know? Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz Intercontinental Championship with 9:35. The Knacker retains with the knee.
Yeah,
I hope.
a lot of interference from Sami Zayn. Lots of interference.
Sammy
But
starting
nevertheless-
going full manager. Okay, the thumb is up.
Yeah, and I'll say, aside from that, this match was still quite good. Miz and Nakamura seem to have some pretty decent chemistry with each other, so I wouldn't mind seeing another match sometime in the future with these two.
All right, match number one of two matches I watched. Sasha Banks took on Becky Lynch and won by DQ for the women's title. So Sasha wins the match, does not win the belt. And what 20 minutes, and I liked it.
It was really good, but I really wish the ending wasn't so convoluted because all right, the whole execution of the ending was just so Becky goes hits Sasha with a chair, she ducks, hits the referee, then they fight around the arena for like 5 whole minutes, going around the whole concourse and everything, all the way back to the ring, and then we hear the commentator say, "Oh, the match has been thrown out by DQ," and it's just like, would have been nice to hear the ring announcer say that, or a bell rung or something. Who made this decision?
What the hell happened to that, huh?
We didn't see another referee come out.
Where's the
Like,
ding-a-ling? Where's the ding-a-ling?
Usually in this sort of situation, you have a referee run out and just call the match off, call DQ or something. But no, instead we had to learn this via the commentary team, which is not usually how these decisions are made. It wasn't until like 5 minutes after they broke out the fight where they finally had the ring announcer say that Sasha won by DQ. It's like, it's just kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah. But you know what? This continues inside Hell in a Cell. Hell next in October. Yay, I'm okay. I am okay with this. But god damn it, why do we have to relegate it to the October pay-per-view when this could be a slow build to the big cage? But
because gimmicks. Gimmicks. Pay-per-views,
yeah.
my good sir.
But I will not disagree with the booking of Sasha versus Becky inside Hell in the Cell. I will not disagree with the booking. I will say maybe it's undercooked. But hey, so are steaks, and steaks medium rare are awesome. And if you disagree, you suck. And the second match I was able to catch, Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton, went 50 seconds longer, 20-50. WWE title. Kofi retained. Randy.
I could not get into this match because it felt too similar to their SummerSlam match. Didn't really feel justified for the repeat.
You know,
And I was just waiting
I
for
don't
the
think
finish,
it's Kofi's fault. I think this is Randy going regular mode. It's like, Randy, it's a blood feud. You're both supposed to be pissed off and beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it just kind of felt like a match. I couldn't really get
This
into this
felt like a match when it should have felt like a fight.
At the very least, the feud is over, so we have that.
Hey, yeah. The trade-off for that abrupt endo.
Nevertheless, Kofi defeated Randy Orton, middle of the ring, no shenanigans.
No shenanigans. 1, 2, 3. That's as clean as a whistle, so could have been better, but the thumb is up. Eric Rowan took on Roman Reigns. It went 17-25. Luke Harper showed up, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah, Luke Harper came back and ended up costing Roman the victory, and that basically was a shot in the arm to everyone in the audience. There was like, holy shit, he's still alive?
They're using him! They're using him!
After months and months of being forced to sit at home and do absolutely nothing.
Finally, Vince got off his ass and said, fine, give him a fucking thing with Rowan again.
So yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers are back together, but hopefully this time it'll be better.
No hokey hammers.
Instead, instead of using hokey hammers, use real hammers.
I'm going to move on to the main event before I dave you. Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, Seth goes over. It goes 11 minutes. I suspect this was your typical small guy versus big guy match.
It was, but it was super fast paced.
Yeah.
And Seth Rollins had hit 3 curb stomps and a pedigree for the win.
A pedigree?
Or was it 4 curb stomps and a pedigree?
Okay.
Yeah, he had a pedigree. First he hit a pedigree and then a curb stomp to finish the match. So it was just Seth pretty much had to spam finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher to beat Braun Strowman. Also, right before the pedigree, Braun was about to hit his power slam, but his knee buckled because Seth has been beating the shit out of it the whole match. So there's a bit of psychology put into it. That's a bit of storytelling. I liked it.
Good storytelling move. Okay.
So yeah, while only went 11 minutes, fast-paced, hit all their big moves, and told a really good story, did all it needed to do. And Seth walked away victorious. And while it did suck to see Braun lose his 6th title match, at the very least, he was kept strong in losing.
Yes.
A lot better than he did against Lesnar, where it was just 1 F5, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 1 F5, 1, 2, 3. 4 stomps and a pedigree, that'll keep you strong. So, win? I don't know.
Yeah, Seth Rollins busted out every finisher from his moveset with the exception of the Rainmaker knee.
Ah. Anyway, what say you on the rating? I cannot give it because I did not watch the whole thing, but you could still give it.
It was, for the most part, a very middle-of-the-road show. So I guess 2.5 out of 5. No, I guess 3 because I didn't walk away too angry. So yeah, 3 out of 5.
All right. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the WrestleCast@gmail.com. Excuse me, coronation. We have, ladies and gentlemen, one email, and it comes from our regular guy. You know who it is, Tito. French. All right. Who is the true father of Marietta Canales' unborn son? Is it Mike Bennett? Despite not taking part of being the father, which makes no sense. Is it Ricochet? Is it Rusev? Is it Fleece Johnson? Oh, the 1991 Denver Broncos. Why so many questions unanswered? Oh God, where's my booze? Hello, WrestleCast, and I just got a headache from this twist. More on that when I tackle Raw, but this week in wrestling, the war of Wednesday night is slowly beginning, but first, Clash of Champions. It was an okay pay-per-view with a kick-ass ending. As for the title changes, only the tag titles changed hands, but again, what's the point of when Strowman destroys them when the following Raw in 2 seconds? Most of the matches were fine outside the women's tag titles, which should have been replaced by the U.S. title match between Alexander and Styles. Why? As for the ending, Seth prepares to change pants. Seth, prepare to change pants because you're dropping bricks at Hell in a Cell against The Fiend. Also, Luke Harper is back. Good to see you, sir. 3 out of 5. Raw. So Kane became 24/7 champion, asked Mary Glenn Jacobs, only to lose it a few moments later and then destroys the OC, only get choked out by The Fiend. Why do I get the feeling that he'll interfere at Hell in a Cell against Bray, then lead up to a match at Survivor Series? Please don't do it. In other news, Rusev is back and he's inserted to Maria's baby storyline. God damn it! But hey, the authors of Pain are back in a promo. And Baron Corbin is the new King of the Ring, besting Chad in an awesome match. Chad Gable needs a title shot ASAP, he says. I still say 2 weeks, but if Vince really is interested, put the U.S. strap on him. That's what I say. SmackDown Live, Will Kofi. It was a good run, but the Beast wants the toy back because SmackDown on Fox. As for the rest, Owens will sue Shane instead of going apeshit like he did with Cornette. Remember in ROH? Ah, good times. Good times. Hey, T-Dup. Remember when Kevin Owens was in the balcony and went, "Happy anniversary, Davey, you jiu-jitsu jack-off." Hey! Jiu-jitsu jack-off, trending worldwide. Corbin lost his throne, and Bryan and Reigns got beat up by the Hammer Brothers. Yeah, nothing much to say outside of Otis Dosovich now wearing trunks instead of singlet. Shivers in fear. Ugh.
He's gotta let it all fly free.
You know what? This will probably lead to Otis pretty much being employed for the next 10 years because every time he comes out with that big fat gut, you know for a fact Vince McMahon is laughing his balls off.
And essentially, if you can make Vince McMahon laugh, you got a job.
You got a job for as long as you want it.
It's basically worked out for everyone else, it seems.
Yeah. Look at our truth. Seriously, look at our truth. NXT Live, awesome show to watch, except for the USA Network got only an hour and the second hour was on the network, which suffered a crash during the live event. Yikes. In the news, Undisputed Era got every belt, was strong now the North American champion. Take that, done. Candice LeRae is a new challenger for Baszler's belt. Lio Rush is the next challenger for Gulak's Cruiserweight belt. And oh god, Imperium invades NXT! Everyone, prepare your anti-chop armors because your rib cages will be like fairy dust. Yeah, by the way, Walter versus Kushida. T-Dub, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I honestly don't know if I'm ready for that.
I'm ready.
You say you are. But the minute that first chop flies, shit. Winners, NXT Live overall outside the injured people and the fuck up on the network. It was great. Roderick Strong as a new North American champion, besting the Velveteen Dream. The return of Luke Harper to the WWE. Good to see you again. The return of Austin Theory on NXT, untelevised, where he lost to Bronco Reed, aka Kamala the Bouncer from Muscle Bomber. No, really. He looks like him. That burn from Dominic Dijak on Twitter towards Kenny Omega. Oh, I've heard of this. I read about this.
We'll be talking about that in more. And how much
you know
of
what?
A fool Dijakovic is for tweeting that.
I've read this. For those who have not, French Otaku, I appreciate the quote. Let's keep that for Seg 3. I'm going to keep that.
A little bit of
all I'm saying is
to leave you all shivering with anticipation.
Typing on that. I will read the parentheses, which is accurate. Shot to the kneecaps. Losers. The return of Rusev being involved with the awful Maria onboard child angle. Really? That's how you brought back the Bulgarian brute? Really? Speaking of
I miss Rusev Day.
We all do. We all do. You know what? I got an idea. I have an idea. I think people will appreciate that idea.
It's the Rusev Day. Rusev Day. Yeah, it's my day. It's my day. Today is Rusev Day. Rusev Day. I matchka every day. Matchka. Matchka. Matchka.
I suddenly feel better. I don't know about you.
It's Rusev Day.
Speaking of that storyline, Maury Povich may be involved. Where's my liquor? Swear to God, someone will bring the kick the baby shtick with the NFL theme song.
By the way, for those wondering, yes, WWE actually tagged Maury Povich in a tweet for this storyline. In
the off chance that anyone at the Maury Povich show is listening to this, don't.
I'm sure my brother-in-law will get kicked out of it because, he actually watches Maury and all those types of daytime talk shows.
He's probably going to be that kind of guy that watches Judge Jerry.
See, Judge Jerry?
As in Judge Jerry Springer. Yeah, that's a thing.
Oh, yeah, he likes Jerry Springer.
All right. Oh, but really, they're going to do a Judge Judy type show with Judge Jerry Springer. That's legit. But moving on. The reason between Cross and Bliss versus Fire and Desire, because Cross is, according to Mandy, quote, ugly. If it wasn't for her being married to a hairy, beastly Irishman in Big Damo, should I know her more and worked out in the wrestling business? I mean, I would ask her for a date if in a heartbeat, but that's another story. The list of injured people in NXT: Velveteen Dream, Arturo Rujas, DJ Z, and Kona Reeves. Speedy recovery to all of you. That's it for this week. Enjoy the weekend and see you soon.
Don't tell me to enjoy the weekend. I'm not a big fan of that artist. How dare you?
I believe he's talking about the actual weekend, not the artist known as the weekend.
Oh, okay.
You know, the 2 days that we're supposed to have off.
Well, I have Sunday and Monday off. That's my weekend.
Ah, and I only have the Sunday off, but that's only for a couple of weeks, and after that, it's 9 to 5 until the contract ends.
And then, yeah.
Well, not fired. It's just, the contract runs out. They say thank you, and I get my shit and get the fuck out of here.
And then your boss takes off his mask to reveal it's Vince McMahon, and he yells that you're fired.
If that happens, Vince, I'll take my paycheck in check form. Because he's got to have to hire me to fire me. That includes paychecks. And then there'll be some 90-day thing where I can't do a fucking podcast, and that's gonna be a fucking thing and a half. Anyway, those are emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the WrestleCast@gmail.com. We shall return, ladies and gentlemen, with news and winners and losers. You gotta have some winners and losers. I mean, at least I think you need winners and losers. Yeah, we have winners and losers. We'll be right back, folks. Do not go away.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Southpaw fans, a limited amount of Southpaw stars will be appearing at KFC to get their hands on the new Woo Crispy, Woo Tangy, Woo Honey Mustard barbecue flavor of Georgia Gold chicken, Woo, for our Eat with the Wrestlers event. Come down and tell them that Nature Boy sent you.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
For decades, Vic Karate has trained students to be Power Rangers with martial arts moves like the Rabbit Mantis, the Kicking Mule, the Tsunami, and the Dreaded Doubler. Now you can be a Power Ranger with our Study at Home program at Sega's new game, Power Rangers the Movie. You'll battle new enemies from the movie and master the moves of every Power Ranger, even the White Ranger. Take Vic's advice.
If you don't buy it, you can't try it.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
In layman's terms, Mr. Kingston, what that means is the following. Kofi, my client, Brock Lesnar, hereby challenges you to a match for the WWE Heavyweight Championship of the world on Friday night, October 4th, at the Friday Night SmackDown premiere on Fox.
When I won this WWE title at WrestleMania, I made a promise to the entire WWE universe that I would be a fighting champion. So as far as your challenge is concerned, I accept.
Back here on the Wrestle Cast, RVT Entertainment Production, BrokenInfinite.com, Podomatic.com, YouTube.com, live on Twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. Matty and T-Dub. This will go an hour. I don't know if it'll go an hour and a half. Let's not try to stretch it, T-Dub. I need my sleep.
I agree 1000%.
Dave! Thank you, that felt good. Actually, I needed that. Anyway. So, Kofi versus Bork Laser on Fox. Two things. One, that October show will be the death of the WWE Championship. Or at least for a little while. And two, get Bruce or Michael Buffer to introduce the main event. It's Fox.
The following is for the WWE Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 265 pounds, is the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And his opponent, hailing from Ghana, West Africa, he is the reigning, defending WWE Heavyweight Champion of the World, Kofi Kingston.
Bruce TWK Buffer, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually pretty decent, too.
Yeah, that's one of the impressions I've been practicing for over a decade.
Yeah, that's actually... That's all I'm going to say. By the way, say hi to Enigma in the chat. He says, like, let's get right into insert copyright phrase. Now you owe me $250,000. All right, fair enough.
Oh, let's get ready to...
Aha.
Not going to get me.
Aha. You see, I think your microphone cut out, but at the most perfect time. Like the monitor cutting out every time Yano does a thing that we don't know what it is because the monitor cuts out. That stuff.
And Enigma, it's Buffer, not Buffett.
Bruce and $250,000 per appearance sounds about right. I think it's bumped up to $500,000 now, but I don't know. Anyway, it's on Fox. If it's gonna die, at least give it the royal fucking treatment, for God's sakes. Anyway, news. Do we has it?
Yes, we do. We have the NXT USA debut where we had, as noted in the comments section, Candice LeRae become the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's title. Roderick Strong became the new North American champion. Lio Rush became the new #1 contender for the Cruiserweight title. Kushida and Walter are going to feud. And the show ended with Brawl Mania!
It's the brawl with them all, baby. It started with Matt Riddle and Big Damo beating the crap out of each other for 5 minutes, and then they said, fuck it! Brawls for everyone. It started with Imperium pretty much being Imperium, really. But brawl, bitches, brawl.
And then the show went off the air, and according to the internet, William Regal, after the show went off the air, came out to the stage and said that we're going to see a rematch between Killian Dane and Matt Riddle, and the winner will be the #1 contender for the NXT title.
Basically, I believe, I think it's, I haven't seen it on YouTube, but I know it's been announced on WWE.com. That is an official thing.
Well, nice, if they would have shown that on the air, because they actually went off the air with NXT on the network 8 minutes early. 8
minutes early. I get the feeling they just went off early to, I guess, try to get the timing right, especially with the either that or the network snafus forced them. Okay, Go home. But we have 8 minutes left. Go home.
We need to go home.
And yeah, there's a lot of people experiencing problems. One of the things I experienced was the network. I logged into the network and it just so I turned the network on and I was logged out, which was weird. And apparently I wasn't the only one. Apparently, it just logged everyone out of the network.
Which is fucking weird.
Yeah. So I had to log back in and start watching the show, and I was like already 5 minutes late, which kind of sucked because I wanted to see all of the ballyhoo, if you will.
Aha. The ballyhoo and the plunder, baby.
Yes. Of course, there was some controversy with some comments made by one Kenneth Jerome Omega.
Oh, buddy. Oh, Kenny.
So he
Quote!
did an interview with
Quote!
Sportskeeda.
Quote!
Where he said,
if anyone at NXT would be on my company, they'd be the dark match.
This sparked a lot of outrage, even though if you actually watch the video,
Kenny.
You can see
Kenny
clearly just cutting
Omega
the promo.
cannot learn to shut the fuck up.
Although it's obvious that he's just trolling people.
He's trolling, but at the same time, I'm like, come on. Come on.
And then Dominic Dijakovic decided to chime in, and he really has no room to talk after the gimmick he tried to get over earlier this year.
Yep. No, he does not. No, he does not.
Do you know what that gimmick was, Matty J?
A zealot.
Yeah, a literal white supremacist.
Just with the white supremacy removed for obvious reasons, but pretty much a zealot. A xenophobe.
So yeah, don't really have much room to talk
I
about.
mean, give him credit. It got heat, but Jesus, how much of it was good and how much of it was like deep shit heat?
Yeah, ugh. Also, speaking of AEW, we have a show confirmation. Yes, it is officially going to be AEW Dynamite!
It would have been called Tuesday Night Dynamite, but it's happening on Wednesday, so Dynamite will do. We knew it was going to be something around that. So AEW Dynamite. Thumbs up.
Because it's TNT. It's Dynamite.
Yeah, the Dynamite logo sucked, says Enigma.
I don't mind it. I like it.
I get the feeling for those who like it, they'll love it. They love it. For those who don't, it'll grow on you.
Oh God, Enigma says that Dijakovic was like, if Ben Shapiro became a wrestling character.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ, he's not wrong, though.
No. Not enough nasally voice annoyingness. Oh God, I hate his voice so much. Jesus, I hate him.
But, character-wise, he's not that far off.
Yeah.
Let's admit at least that.
Also, let's see here. We got MJF's Twitter post.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, heel of the year. Oh, good Lord.
Speaking of getting people worked into a shoot. So he put out this completely in-character post where he's posing in the bathroom all muscly and saying, I don't play Dungeons & Dragons. And then a whole bunch of Hollywood celebrities got upset over it. Wrestling is still real in the world of Hollywood, it seems.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Khan, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Cody Rhodes look at that attention and got a fucking stiffy at it. Oh my God.
And one of the people that responded to it was Yoshi Sudarso.
Folks, I'm as shocked as you are when I saw that. I was like, what the hell? Okay. I mean, one could point Yoshi to his magical girl Ore cosplay. But, I'm just pointing MJF to the ammo at this point.
MJF is the best heel in the world. He's the best. I love him. He's so good.
He's stirring shit up with regular normies.
This is the kind of tension you want heels to get. They're so over with the heat that even people outside of wrestling don't like him. It's great.
And there are people who say social media is killing the business. Talk to MJF. He'll tell you how you're fucking wrong.
Oh man, it's so good. It's the best on Twitter all week. It's so good. And this is just the beginning. Just wait until like 6 months out what he's going to be able to do. I can't wait. And of course, there's also the great promo he cut this week on the road to TNT. Like mocking Tony Schiavone, cutting a promo on Brandon Cutler. It's great. If you guys haven't seen it, go out and see it. It's like
the stuff on Being the Elite as well needs mention. Salt of the Earth Junior Executive Vice President MJF.
Yeah.
We should be hating the shit out of Maxwell Jacob Freeman, but we can't because we're laughing our asses off at how awesome he is.
It's because like there are so many people outside the world of wrestling that don't get it, and thus they take his comments way too seriously.
And we're up here with the pop. We're down here with the popcorn going, keep going.
And of course, JC brings up Joe Manganiello, who I believe played Lucifer on Supernatural.
Yep, I believe that was that bathroom selfie with him with the rock hard abs and everything else. Yep. Yeah, people say MJF got murdered. I say MJF got the heat he wanted. And then some. Uh-oh. Are we off the air again? Oh, no, we're good. Nope. Okay. For a second. You're not talking there for a second.
What is he best known for?
You're Googling. Oh, and Rico, while you're such a Minoru Suzuki versus Jushin Thunder Liger. Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's some development with New Japan this week. Yeah, the feud between Suzuki and Liger got really intense.
Oh, yeah. Masks got taken, and Liger wants to murder a grandpa.
Yeah, that's gonna be insane.
Can it be January 4 now? Because at this point, I get the feeling it's going to be a fucking blood feud, that match. Like, literally, blood will be spilt.
By the way, Joe Manganiello, best known for playing Flash Thompson in Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi trilogy. Also, he played a character named Big Dick Richie in Magic Mike XXL.
Oh, God. Yeah, the same movie that's got Kevin Nash in him, and he's still collecting royalty checks up from that, I'm sure.
And believe it or not, those Magic Mike movies have been getting critical, good reviews. So apparently they're well written and directed.
Oh, God. Suzuki can't die until he fights Moxley. Oh, he's going to fight Moxley, all right, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Moxley's next New Japan match is defend the U.S. title against Juice Robinson.
And then the wait begins. The Mox wants to murder Grandpa. By the way, for those wondering, yeah, that is indeed a picture of Riho as at 12 years old wrestling Minoru Suzuki.
Oh, you're showing them the picture. Nice.
No, I didn't. I'm just saying, for those wondering, yeah, that is the picture. Because that picture's been floating around. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Good old Joe Manganiello. Got a lot of credits to him. Who's the guy that played Lucifer? Now I'm curious.
T-Dub. More news?
Let's see. Do I have more news? Let's look here. Oh, yes, I do. Let's see. Got some bad news.
Yeah.
So, you guys know how excited I was to see the Ugly Ducklings tag with Mike Quackenbush for King of Trios.
Something happened.
So, Lance Lude was booked at a show with his tag team partner, Rob Killjoy. They were playing a tag gauntlet, and the promoter really fucked up. The promoter royally fucked up. His name is Charlie Hartman, and he fucked up.
Okay.
Two of the teams in this tag gauntlet should not have been in this match period, because one of those teams has zero experience wrestling.
Oh, that's bad.
And another one of those teams, one of those other teams was not even trained.
What?
Yeah.
So basically, this promoter could have looked at the two of us, says, all right, you're booked.
Yeah.
And no one would have been the wiser.
And because of that, Lance Luke got injured. He's going to be in a cast for essentially the next 8 to 10 weeks.
Somehow there's got to be a way to get gross negligence in this.
Unfortunately, this is the world of wrestling. However, there is a GoFundMe started by the manager of the group, Coach Mikey.
Good.
It's going at $605.
Get the link, put it in our chat.
Boom.
There you go. I can't donate to it because I don't have the money yet. But if you can, the link is in the chat room. It's a GoFundMe.
Hold on, here's a better link. There we go.
If the name is Help Lance Lude Fix His Broken Wing.
So if you can't donate, just try to spread that around.
Yes.
Because he does have family to feed. And he does not deserve this. He was about to, just in a couple weeks, about to have the match that could have made his career. Because if there's one show that basically everyone watches from Chikara every year, it's King of Trios. That always gets eyeballs on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of sucks that he's going to have to, not be able to wrestle at this show.
Over gross negligence. That's pretty much what it is.
However, there is some good news for the term.
Hey, all right.
I'm going to read out those team names, see if any of these names stick out to you. So there's a team announced this week consisting of Thomas Santel, Nick Gage, and I can't read this other one. It must be a foreign language. You might have to read this.
All right, well, type it out. Nick Gage, though, that's a hell of a name. All right, type it up there, T-Dub. There we go. Chris Statlander.
I think you may have heard of this person.
Yeah. Local girl. Well, I don't know if local girl comes through there, but she is a C4 regular.
And now she's going to be at Chikara for this event. And guess who they're facing in the first round?
The Pump family.
Yup, Team Pump.
God damn, that's gonna be. Oh my god.
That better be the main event.
Jesus Christ, that's gonna be. Oh my god. Nick Gage versus Big Papa Pump. Folks, I don't care how old Scott Steiner is. None of y'all are ready.
And do you know what the best part is? It's going to be Nick Gage versus Scott Steiner, G-rated match.
With the G filter. Oh my god. Oh. This is, So, how many times will Scott Steiner want to curse in that match but can't?
All of the times. Oh, I'm surprised you. I surprised you didn't know Chris Statlander wasn't in the match because when that was announced, I tagged you in a Twitter post.
I believe that was during one of those shifts I was having. So it was one of those like, okay, cool, back to work. So I had no time to react.
Also, Chikara Action Arcade Wrestling will be playable in its full form at the Fan Conclave.
Nice.
And it will be coming out later this year for Steam and then next year for console. So I am very much looking forward to that because I've been waiting on the third Action Arcade Wrestling game for years. But it's going to be totally worth it once I have it downloaded because I don't think it's going to get a physical release.
Mm-hmm.
And in my final bit of news, they officially announced their showcase for 2K20 this week. Going to be a full horsewoman, and we're going to see some early NXT matches from them. So cool there.
I will say this. If I make Orlando in January, that is a must stop for me. Full sale.
Hopefully you'll be there on a Wednesday.
Hopefully. Oh, the whole thing's a week long, and I believe the plan is to do the entire week at GDQ. So
maybe make a stop there on a Wednesday.
That's the idea. Hopefully, knocking on wood.
Maybe go over to Pete Dunne, ask him his thoughts on AJ Styles.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ask him what he thinks of Walter. Ask him if he thinks he's a fatty boomba laddie and all that. And ask him what he thinks about Roderick Strong and all his backbreakers. All those other running jokes that Shin does.
I know.
Anyways, is it time?
It's time for winners or losers. Let's start with the losers.
Vince McMahon for just destroying all the momentum that Cedric Alexander had built up the past few months. Really sad state of affairs.
Ding, 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 ding. That's what I have as well. Also, Bork Laser, because he's about to kill the WWE Championship again.
I'm going to kill it with a lethal injection of Lesnar.
I'm going to kill my creation with a lethal dose of Lesnar. I remember that promo. Anyway, let's do winners.
Winner goes out to Chikara's King of Trios
for having an absolutely pumped lineup.
Pun intended, of course.
There's quite a few teams there. There's quite a few people that are going to be at turn that I'm excited for.
Pun intended, I'm sure. You said pumped. You said pumped. Do not lie.
Pumped.
Moving right along. For me, I got to keep it simple. NXT for the debut and Imperium for showing up and the Hing getting out in there. Just Walter versus Kushida. I am not ready, but I will. My eyeballs will be prepared.
Also, 2K, get us some info on the roster already for this year's game. It's going to be out in just a month. Is Kushida going to be on the roster? Walter. Anybody for NXT UK? How about Tegan Knox?
How about Kaylee? How about Kaylee? What's that? The fuck? Dakota Kai.
Oh, she was already. Dakota Kai was DLC last year, so yeah, she's going to be in this year.
All right, that's cool. But what about this year? Anyway,
just give us info. Something. Yes. Give us some info on the roster because you're still just drip feeding us so slowly. The only new name that has been announced this year is Buddy Murphy. That's it. And nothing against Buddy
they're
Murphy,
milking the shit out of that old house footage with that newer commercial talking about Austin and the other guy there.
Yeah, a whole bunch of other people. Like, it's clear who the man was back in our day. Yep. Not a doubt.
Crystal clear. And Austin holding that beer. Like
of course
he
he
does.
would, because he's Austin.
Because he is
and
Austin.
Is that Broken Skull IPA?
Yep. Gotta get that plug in.
Of course. That's why he's a good businessman. That's why he's a good businessman.
It's literally, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin literally has the Dave Chappelle joke. It's my beer. What?
Drink, bitch. You might even want to find a son of a bitch or two.
You might want to stun a son of a bitch. Broken Skull IPA. And that... yes, he deserved to die, and that's the bottom line. I have this wonderful image of Stone Cold Steve Austin in that same garb, disclosed, same clothing that Dave Chappelle wore during the Sam Jackson beer commercial. That was a good choice, you son of a bitch.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the show.
Let's talk. You got a new video coming out soon. You filmed the new footage.
Yeah, I filmed all the video game footage, so all I'll do now is script, record the video, record the audio, then edit it all together, so it should be out within the next week.
So if you want to get that a couple of days early, it's patreon.com/TWK reviews.
And as a teaser, it's not a wrestling game, but does provide some good commentary on the world of wrestling.
There's your teaser. Of course, that's his Patreon. Of course, my tip jar, paypal.me/MattyJ316. Donations are optional, but always welcome, of course. You can follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWK Officials, email at gmail.com, the WrestleCast at gmail.com. Of course, we got shirts and merch, streamlabs.com/RVT Entertainment/merch. Buy the merch! That's what we'd like to say. And all that good stuff. I gotta go, man. I gotta go to bed. And we do this again, all again next week. The money will be worth it, Matty. The money will be worth it.
Much like the main event Clash of Champions, tonight's WrestleCast was short, sweet, and to the point.
Yes. And with far more entertainment value, I might add.
Hey, Rollins and Strowman was good stuff.
Oh, definitely. But some of the card was, more sizzle, less steak, maybe. Let's be honest. Anyway, that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you very much for tuning in. On behalf of my good buddy TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK of TWK Reviews telling you to work your gimmick.
My name is Matty Jay, reminding you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. I did this entire show wearing glasses. Yeah, blue blockers, blue light up blockers. I need to get them for work because after 10 hours of being in front of a screen, my eyes hurt. I don't want to go through that again if I can help it. So far, so good. Have a good one. Have a safe one. By the way, I feel nerdy doing this, but I feel more professional with these on. By the way.
Just don't go anywhere near MJF. You'll never.
Yeah, that's not gonna end well. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody. Bye.
My client, Brock Lesnar hereby challenges you to a match for the WWE Heavyweight Championship of the world on Friday night, October 4th, at the Friday Night SmackDown premiere on Fox.
Kids, won't you step outside for a second?
Dear Lord, that's the loudest profanity I've ever heard.